Jim Ross, All Elite Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, good old Jim Ross is getting paid. Jim Ross is about the money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Jim Ross is getting paid, ladies and gentlemen. It was announced earlier today that All Elite Wrestling would be signing Jim Ross to a 3-year deal, considered the most lucrative deal in commentating history. So here it is. We got Jim Ross signed to All Elite Wrestling. They went on to say that yes, it is the most lucrative deal in commentating history, and in that Jim Ross's first in-ring appearance for AEW would be at Double or Nothing, because why not? Where else would he go? He will be a senior advisor as well to AEW. So this is very interesting. It says he will also work closely with the senior leaders at AEW on the roadmap to shift and reinvent the wrestling landscape. So this is very interesting. The rumors were out there for like what seemed like months now that Jim Ross would jump to AEW, but there's a lot of discussion back and forth, a lot of positive reaction, a lot of negative reaction to it. But here's my thoughts on the entire situation. Like, Jim Ross's New Japan Pro Wrestling run, it was decent, but I gotta admit that it was not his best stuff. But I got a quick personal story to sell the allure of Jim Ross. Like, before I really jumped into watching New Japan, like, I didn't even know that they were on Access TV, and I had that station. So I'm flipping the channel one Friday night, and I'm flipping the channels, and I heard that unmistakable Jim Ross voice. And I looked up, and I said, man, is that Jim Ross on there? And that's when I kind of started watching New Japan regularly. I heard Jim Ross's voice, and I stopped for like 5 minutes, and I started watching New Japan. That's what AEW could bring, or that's what Jim Ross could bring to AEW whenever they get on a TV station, if they are indeed landing a big TV deal. If somebody's flipping through the channels and they hear that unmistakable Southern Oklahoma drawl that is Jim Ross, they will stop and watch, guaranteed, if they're an old school wrestling fan, because Jim Ross is the voice of a lot of generations. And I think this is a good pickup for AEW. Hopefully his AEW work is better than his New Japan work. It wasn't the best of his career. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't the best of his career. And hopefully, I would think that AEW, he'd be motivated working with AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and I hope that, and I would think that he would provide some good content for AEW, especially being an advisor. Jim Ross advised WWE for all those years, was the head of talent relations for all those years, and I can only imagine the things that he will help Cody Rhodes out. And at the end of the day, there's some positives about it, there's some negatives about it, but the positives far outweigh the negatives in gaining a Jim Ross to your company. It gives your company credibility. That's what it gives AEW. So I'm very excited. A lot of things coming out about AEW, All Elite Wrestling, Double or Nothing next month. A good signing, in my opinion, overall, Jim Ross. Let me know your thoughts on whether that's in the YouTube comments or on Twitter at 2SweetPod. That's the number 2SweetPod, or at OMG4B.